We're given a good Sunday. Okay, we're going to start a little project. We're going to start playing something called the Metro Football League. First of all, I want to thank the owner of this website. His name's C. Johnson, I think. This is the Metro Football League mod for pro strategy football. I found this a year or two ago, and it's got some amazing stuff here. It's got all these custom sort of fictional teams with helmets. These are like full mods for pro strategy football if you want to download them. Big file, but you can put it into the software and then you can play these seasons. What I'm going to do is we're going to play ultra quick football, but we're going to use the helmets from here so we can create our own teams. So in Excel, I've put names of teams, put the helmets. We've got some coach names here and some city names, and we put them together to create some sort of charts. And what I have is a little sort of card generator here, and so it'll generate the name, it'll generate a coach name, it'll give us one of the helmets associated with the nickname of the club, and then we've got some stats which it also makes up from a 3D6 table. So as you see, just by recalculating here, it'll flick through and generate a new card each time. So what I've got is we've got 4 teams. We're going to start off the Metro Football League Season 1. We've got the Tampa Bay Brawlers, coached by Marty Levy, who are the Omaha Typhoons, coached by Jerry King, the Jackson Bobcats by Vince Flores, and the Harrisburg Stars, head coached by Wally Smith. Looking at the stats that we have, I think the Tampa Bay Brawlers look to have the strongest team overall. Maybe the Omaha Typhoons in second, and then I think it's a toss-up between these two. So, I've used one of my calculators on my website to generate a schedule, and I've put together a little helper here, which will help us go through the games. There's 12 games in this little project to start with. It's a 6-week schedule. And in addition to this Excel helper, we've also got this little league manager. So we'll just move these over to here and zoom out a little. Okay. So I also created this little app here in Gemini again. And what you do here is you upload some more CSV files. We've got a teams file, which is basically the list of 4 teams. And then we've got a schedule file, which is the schedule from here. And once it's in, we have our schedule all listed out, and we have our standings ready to go. So, let's get on with week 1, the opening game of the season. Tampa Bay Brawlers against the Harrisburg Stars. Got a D100 roller here. Tampa Bay to go first. They start off with an 84. They pick up 8 points. Now, after doing the calcs, their base score is a 15. So 15 plus 8 gives them a 23. And we look to try and take it to the next number with ultra quick football. So they scored 24 points. And Harrisburg have a minus 17. So with their 3, Harrisburg Stars are shut out in the opening game of the season, 24-0, and we're off and running. Game 2 sees the Omaha Typhoons take on the Jackson Bobcats. Get rid of them for Stars. Omaha have a 17-11 lead with the base scores so far. Here comes Omaha. Another 8, and so we've got another 24. Now the Bobcats, 27 gives us a minus 2. So it's a 24-9 win for Jackson. Sorry, for the Omaha Typhoons. And I got that wrong, didn't I? Okay, and so after week 1, as expected, the Tampa Bay Brawlers and the Omaha Typhoons were 1-0. Jackson and Harrisburg 0-1. Let's move on to week 2 then. And we start off with Harrisburg versus Jackson. So it's the bottom two teams, both teams looking for their first win of the season. Harrisburg will get week 2 underway, and they have a good roll of the 74, gives it 21 points for the game. Jackson, 77, gives them 7 points. I'm going to say it's tied game. We go overtime, first overtime game of the season. 38-0 for Harrisburg. Can Jackson need 59 or more? And they get it. 3 points. So Jackson win 24-21 in overtime to pick up their first win of the season. The Harrisburg Stars go to 0-2. Now it's the big game of the week. 2 undefeated teams. Tampa Bay Brawlers and the Omaha Typhoons. It's tight here. 12-5. Start. Tampa Bay go first. And it's not a good start for them. Held to only 6 points. Omaha 34 also. I'm going to say that's 6-2. It's an absolute defensive battle. Tied at 6 after regulation, and so we're going to go overtime again. The second game of the week. 53-0 for Tampa Bay. Omaha again need 59 or more, and they get it. So it's a 9-6 victory for Omaha. They go 2-0 after week 2 onto week 3. The Omaha Typhoons 2-0 taking on the 0-2 Harrisburg Stars. Harrisburg have conceded 48 points so far. I'm trying to snap this 2-game losing streak. And that's the worst possible start. Omaha have a massive day. They pick up 35 points, scoring 5 touchdowns. Can Harrisburg get anywhere near it? And they can't. They get a 2. So Harrisburg held to just 6 points, and it's an absolute thrashing for them. Omaha look very good. Second game of the week, Jackson host the Tampa Bay Brawlers. Tampa Bay have got to win to keep up with Jackson. But Jackson, to keep up with Omaha, but Jackson have a massive day. 17 points. So they had 24 for the game. What can Tampa Bay do here? They've already got 19. They get 32. That's not enough. Here they're just 17 points, and that's a 24-17 win for Jackson. And so after 3 weeks, halfway through the season, the Omaha Typhoons are 3-0. Can anybody stop them? On to week 4. It's Omaha against Harrisburg at home. So in the first side, the first half of the season, Omaha thrashed them 35-6. Can the Stars get their revenge at home? We have an 83. 14 points there, and a 95. It's another heavy loss as Omaha come away 31-14 winners. Now it's Jackson Bobcats on the road against the Tampa Bay Brawlers. Tampa Bay could go to a 2-2 era with the win. 83. Pick up 28 points for Tampa Bay, and 98 for Jackson. That's 17 points. It's a big game for Jackson, but it's not enough. And Jackson lose on the road 24-28. 4 weeks gone. I do that right. So Tampa Bay pulled to 2-2. Jackson 2-2 now. Omaha out all on their own. And with only 2 weeks to go, they look almost certain to have booked a place in the championship game. On to week 5. And it's Jackson against Harrisburg. Again, Harrisburg still looking for their first win of the season. They've been pretty poor. And this isn't going to get any better. Or is it? Sorry. Harrisburg looks as though they've shut out Jackson. 65. It's a 3. So yes, finally, Harrisburg pick up a win with a 17-0 shutout of the Jackson Bobcats. So the first win for Harrisburg. And we move on to the last game of week 5, which is the Omaha Typhoons against the Tampa Bay Brawlers. If Tampa Bay will have any chance of tying with the Omaha Typhoons for the lead of this league, then they need to beat them here. It's 12 for Omaha. So they are shut out. So can Tampa Bay do it? They should be doing it. 69 is a 6, that's 17. So 17-0, another shutout. It's Tampa Bay. 17-0. So after 5 weeks then, Omaha Typhoons are 4-1, Tampa Bay are 3-2, the Jackson Bobcats are 2-3, and Omaha look favourite to clinch the division title. Omaha played Jackson in the last game of the season. We'll play the Tampa Bay Brawlers Harrisburg Stars game first. So here we go. 61 gives us the 3. So 6 for Harrisburg. With Tampa Bay, another defensive slog, and a 6-0 win for Harrisburg. That gives the Omaha Typhoons the title. More than that though, Jackson now have a chance to try and clinch a spot. If they can beat, it's unlikely. There's a massive point differential they would have to overcome. Have to be a 50-odd point win against the what will look like the champions, Omaha. Here we go. 79 Heat. So 20 points for Jackson and 41-0. So 20-17. So Jackson pick up the win with the last game of the season, 17-20, and that's the end of the first season of Metro football. The Omaha Typhoons have won the league title with a 4-2 record. However, despite losing the last 2 in a row, Tampa Bay Brawlers finished 3-3, as do the Jackson Bobcats. The Harrisburg Stars, with a poor first season, finishing 2-4. Point differential is the key for me here, and so I'm going to say that it's the Omaha Typhoons against the Tampa Bay Brawlers in the final game of the season. Okay, so we've created the game in the schedule here. Omaha Typhoons and the Tampa Bay Brawlers. And we have the Brawlers have a 11-5 advantage going into the game. So here we go. Who's going to be the champion of the inaugural season of the MFL? They're going to be Tampa Bay Brawlers or the Omaha Typhoons. It's Tampa Bay to start. We get 39, so 0. So Omaha pick up 12 points. And that's 100. Massive 21 points for Omaha Typhoons. So they finish 24-12. The Omaha Typhoons are the winners of this opening season of the MFL. This is the beauty of ultra quick football for me. You can just create something like this, and with a little bit of imagination, you can create little bits and pieces like this to keep track all of your stats and stuff. This is supposed to be able to print the standings. Let's see how well that works. Yeah, it seems to. I'm going to put this on the website eventually. I'm still playing around with it at the moment, but it'll go on there eventually. So that's the MFL Season 1 out of the way. I'm going to look at some off-season rules for ultra quick football. I had a few ideas, and so I'll put something together, and then we'll maybe do this as another video to have an off-season, then move into Season 2. See you in the next one.